OpenAI has recently launched DALL-E 3 and it's absolutely amazing. It is the best AI text-to-image generator in the world. The images that you can generate with DALL-E 3 is much better compared to DALL-E 2 and even Midjourney. So in today's video, I'll be going over the easiest and most effective ways that you can make thousands of dollars each month utilizing DALL-E 3. And make sure you watch the video until the end because I'll be revealing a strategy that allows you to be able to replicate some of the best digital art pieces in the world with the secret ChatGPT feature. So let's go ahead and get started. So the easiest way to get started with making money with DALL-E 3 is to resell digital art. You can use a website like Art Finder or even Etsy, and you can head over to those websites and see what's working well, and then we can go ahead and replicate that using DALL-E 3. So it takes a little bit of digging, but you can definitely find some of the more popular art pieces. And if you want to kind of expedite this process, you can head over to Inspiration and you can see the best-selling artists. So this will give you ideas for the best-selling pieces of content that's on this website. And of course, a lot of it is going to be painted by real human painters, but you can find some inspiration from these art pieces and recreate that using DALL-E 3. So for example, this art piece is being sold for over $3,000 and it's very, very popular, but that's because it's been painted by a real artist. But what I can do is I can take this as inspiration, feed this into ChatGPT, and then have it create a similar piece of content using DALL-E 3. So in order to do this, just go ahead and copy the image, head back over to ChatGPT. You need to have a ChatGPT Plus account, and then I'm going to paste in that image, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to extract the prompt that I can use in DALL-E 3 to create an image that's like this. The prompt that I used was I told ChatGPT to extract the best and most effective prompt I can use to recreate this image. So as we can see, it's given us a nice prompt here, which we can pop into DALL-E 3. Now, what you can also do is once you have the prompt, you can go ahead and customize this prompt to create a more unique image. So instead of replicating this image, we can then go ahead and customize this prompt to create something that's similar to this style, but different from the actual image. So here we go, we got the prompt. Now let's go ahead and copy this over. I'm going to start a new chat and I'm going to enable DALL-E 3. Now I know not all of you may have DALL-E 3 right now, but if you wanted to use DALL-E 3 for completely free, just head over to bing.com/create and you'll be able to generate up to 100 images for completely free. But if you have DALL-E 3, you just need to enable that within ChatGPT. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste in that prompt. And let's see the image that DALL-E 3 will be able to generate. So using the prompt that we generated with ChatGPT, here are the images that we get back from DALL-E 3. And as you can see, these are really, really well done. They seem very professional and something that a person that's interested in this type of art would want to buy. So then what you can do is you can take those images and you can save them. And because you're using DALL-E 3, you have complete commercial use. So that means you can make money from these images. And you can pop this onto a Art Finder store, or you can create a store on Etsy and start selling. For example, here's a seller on Etsy and they've made over 515 sales selling digital art. So let's go ahead and see which one of their digital art is the most popular. So for instance, this piece seems to be pretty popular. So again, what we can do is we can copy over that image, head back over to ChatGPT and reverse engineer. We have to remove the DALL-E 3 beta mode, and then we can upload that image and ask it to extract the most effective prompt that we can use to recreate this image or an image like this. Okay, so here's the prompt that we get back. Now let's go ahead and open up a new chat. And again, we're just repeating the process because I want you guys to see how this is done and how easy you can replicate this process, create a store on Etsy, have your own specific style, and just use DALL-E 3 to create those images for you. Because once you have a style, then you know what prompts you need to use. It's just about changing up, what the actual image may be. From that prompt, here are the images that we get back. And as you can see, it's really, really well done. I personally think that these are better than the original image. But as you can see, DALL-E 3 is very good at understanding your context, following instructions, and creating high quality images that you can use for any commercial purposes. So that's method number one in which you can make money with DALL-E 3. You can either create original art pieces and sell it on Etsy or other digital art websites, or you can find popular art pieces and recreate that with DALL-E 3 and then resell that on your storefronts. The second way in which you can make money with DALL-E 3 is by creating graphics for different businesses. Usually, if a business would like to create an ad, a banner, or just an image for their social media or their website, you would have to either use Canva or Photoshop to create that image. But with the new update and the advancements of DALL-E 3, you can include text on your images. So you can create Facebook ads, you can create website copies, you can create social media posts using DALL-E 3 and resell that to businesses. So for example, let's say you wanted to create an image of a person in a dentist chair and the writing says, "Don't wait too late, use Colgate." We can create that image using DALL-E 3, but what I like to do is first get a prompt from GPT-4. So I've told it to give me a prompt for this image so it's more in depth. And then what I do is I enable DALL-E 3 and I'm going to use that more in-depth prompt, because the better your inputs, your better your outputs will be when using any AI tool. So we wanted to get a nice in-depth prompt in which we can use to help us get a much better quality output. So again, we're trying to create an image of a person in a chair in a dentist's office with the words, "Don't wait too late, use Colgate," on the actual ad itself. So here's the images in which we get back, and as you can see, they're pretty good. Of course, they're a little bit more cartoony, and we'd probably like it to be a little bit more human-like. We can definitely go ahead and include that within the prompt, but as you can see, the most important facts here is that you actually have the text on this specific images. Here's another image in which we were able to generate, and as you can see, this was a little bit more human-like. So as DALL-E 3 becomes better, you'll be able to create images for any purpose that you have. I don't think you need Canva or Photoshop anymore, because you can just describe to the AI what you need to create and it will be able to create that for you. So that's the second way in which you can make money with DALL-E 3. You can use it to create graphics for social media, for Facebook ads, or for any use case that a business has. The third and final way in which you can make money with DALL-E 3 is by creating a SaaS or software that's powered by DALL-E 3. This is a little bit more advanced, but you can definitely make a lot of money doing this. So essentially, OpenAI has created DALL-E 3, and they've also created an API for DALL-E 3. Now, the API isn't currently available, but if we take a look at DALL-E's 2 API, essentially it'll be the same. So you can build a website or an app where users will be able to input their prompts, and then it will be powered by DALL-E 3, and then you'll create those images for the users. You can differentiate your app by making sure that you're improving the prompts in which people enter. So instead of just taking the prompts that people enter and creating that image, you will enhance those prompts so that the outputs will be a lot better. So that's where your tool will be a lot better than someone just going on ChatGPT and using DALL-E 3 by themselves, because maybe they don't know how to prompt the AI in the best way. So that's the third, a little bit more advanced way in which you can make money with DALL-E 3. That is by creating a software or a tool that's powered by DALL-E 3. And when it comes to pricing and monetizing, you can have a monthly subscription, or you can have people pay per images in which they generate using your tool. So those are a couple of ways in which you can make money with DALL-E 3. Let me know in the comments below which one of these methods you think is the best, and which one of these methods you'll actually go ahead and give a try. And also let me know if there's other ways that you're making money with DALL-E 3 that I haven't mentioned in today's video. As always, if you learned something new, let it be known by giving us a big thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, stay well.